Metroid Dread is a video uploaded by the YouTuber Video Game Donkey about 3 weeks after its eponymous subject was released in early October 2021. Video Game Donkey, or simply Donkey as he is sometimes referred to as, is a classic YouTuber who has been making prehistoric cave paintings since 1926. In more recent years, he's been spending his time talking to robots, beefing with leftist Twitch streamers, and standing for Jake Paul. However, his most widely popular works are his videos about the interactive medium, including several video essays and a series of reviews called Dunk Views. It's in this climate that we find the subject of today's review. Metroid Dread is not a straightforward dunk view, as much of the video is played off with a comedic slant, but the subject of the video, the game Metroid Dread, is the game and the subject of the video. The video only runs for about 4 minutes and 36 seconds, but it feels like it lasts for an eternity, because it is filled to the brim with a litany of convoluted contradictions. This thing is covered in so many layers of satire and irony that it actually circles back around to offer what could possibly, potentially, be taken as real, honest criticism of the game. But of course, this is Donkey, so even the real criticism is hidden in layers of comedy and hyperbole, which is super annoying, and it's why I don't go to him for his opinions on video games anymore. Instead, I go to him to get up to speed on all the latest drama and happenings in the gaming sphere. In Metroid Dread, this takes place in the shape of him satirically agreeing with God of War's David Jaffe when he says that Metroid Dread is bad because it's Bush League game design and it's always been bad. There are also allusions to popular debates surrounding this game during its marketing cycle and eventually upon its release, such as the $60 price tag and the $60 price tag. These moments did get a sharp exhale through the nose, but I wouldn't say that they were exceptionally funny. Everyone is entitled to their own tastes and opinions when it comes to comedy though, so let's discuss the actual video. Donkey's video editing style could be referred to as minimalist chic, and it wasn't until I started editing videos myself that I realized how easy it is to make videos in Donkey's style. There's no motion graphics, no fancy background, hell the most technical thing that he does is zoom in on a clip and put some text under it. No transitions between clips either, the only cuts that aren't jump cuts are the ones that were in pre-existing footage. Donkey is being lazy with his editing and his videos are worse off for it. This is not to say that he's being lazy though, Donkey's built his whole brand around this childlike persona and he definitely edits his videos this way purposefully. Let's take a look at this clip where he's talking about parrying.
Oh, but guess what? That parry move that you have to parry every single boss in the entire video game, every single enemy, every single fucking door, every single piece of shit thing in this entire video game, the mechanic that supersedes every other as the be-all, end-all solution to every single challenge in the entire video game? Well, guess what? You can't parry the robot. Why would you be able to do that?
This clip might look flashy, but it's actually a very simple technique to pull off, and in this instance, it's used to give off the impression that every single enemy in the game can be parried. Then he follows that up by saying that the robots that kill you in one hit can't be parried. Now, for everyone who's played this game, we know that's obviously not true, so he's probably just joking, or lying for the sake of lying, like he likes to do sometimes. It's either that, or he really just isn't enough of a gamer to be able to parry the big scary robots. I'm concerned that anyone who hasn't played this game will watch the video and actually think he's serious about this criticism. But I mean, only a brainlet child would come to that conclusion. I agree with Donkey that the game leans a little heavily on parrying, but I don't think it's as he described the end-all be-all solution to every single challenge in the game. I know that Donkey's being serious with his criticism here because he's conditioned his audience to see these rapid-fire clip sections as a way of strengthening his own arguments. This is exemplified in many of his regular dunk views. That's not to say that he doesn't use the rapid-fire technique in his more comedically slanted videos. In fact, he does just that later in Metroid Dread about the loading screens. It's just that when it's used with the parrying in conjunction with his tone and heated delivery of his words suggests that this is actually something he has a problem with, rather than a simple joke at the expense of perpetually online idiots. Which, couldn't be me. I mean, I'm only online for like a couple hours before I get out of bed. Honestly, Donkey has kind of fallen off and has never been good, and everybody knows it at this point. Metroid Dread is a postmodern masterpiece that has changed the shape of discourse around the interactive medium on YouTube. Did I get anything out of it? No. Was it funny? Kinda. D out of 10. Should have talked more about the grapple hook.